Welcome into John Kropp Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky for SEC softball. It's the final conference home game of the year, and it's a big one for both Kentucky and Mississippi State as the series is tied at 1-1. Why is it so big? Every win important for these two teams. Mississippi State still playing to host a regional out, and then it'll be blowing in, and so it'll be something we'll be watching all day. Boy, and Kelly doesn't get the call on the outside corner there either. And Joanna, I think especially in the SEC this year, that's the biggest thing that pitchers and hitters have to adjust to is what is a strike.
And it makes it very difficult for a pitcher because the hitters are so good. If you bring it over the white, you are going to be challenged just like that. You know, you walk a batter, you come back with the first pitch, there's a lot of plate on it, and you are going to see it when you come in as a first-year student athlete.
Chopper to short. Boy, they just did get the force at second. Reisner has played well, but at times
Recognizes that, takes the step backwards, and luckily had enough time to get that out at second base.
Morgan Stiles shows bunt. And so now you've got Sacco at third, Edwards at first. So not the kind of start. 3-2 pitch for Kelly. And that's a base hit up the middle. Sacco scores. Edwards comes around. She scores. Stiles goes sliding into third. And Mississippi State takes a 2-0.
A lot of runs early, and you can just see how much plate this ball has on it. And to your point, you know, you just wonder where the mind is of Kelly thinking, you know, I can't walk in a run, you know, this hasn't been called a strike, and so then you end up leaving it over the plate a little bit too much. And
throw. So now two more Bulldogs in scoring position. And that's a high chopper. That's going to get another run in. That's what we're talking about, where the mindset is. What do you do here on 1 and 2? Off the fist. Mitchell back there, and she has it, and the inning is over. And Allie Hutchins pops up the first pitch to Stiles at second, and quickly there's one away.
Made name for herself with that pitch, and she definitely has brought out the best in Chafin.
There's that off speed again, and Plotz really couldn't get going with it. Little blooper, and the third baseman, Barbary, has it. Zone. What does Kelly go to for her out pitch on 3 and 2? Boy, Hull just keeps having a weekend. And Kiera Sells indicates, and that ball got past the catcher, Hamilton. They call it a wild pitch. And Langdon comes in and issues a walk to the first batter she faces. Bunts, and she's going to bunt for a base hit. I mean, Hutchins came charging, but I don't think she could have gotten her even. And there you go. That ball is hit deep back toward the track. Won't get out, but Hull will tag at third and score easily. And the state lead. I mean, and that ball is shot to short. Nice play by Reisner. They can't turn, no. But that was a really nice play by Cassie Reisner, not only to get the ball, but to deliver it.
Everybody keeps their momentum. It's much easier to handle. That's a great defensive play.
So Sells moves to third. And then Edwards takes off from first and advances to... That hit her. either right on the side of the foot or on the top of the foot. Since she's come in, Langdon ahead in the count, 0-2. Got her swinging. And the inning is over, but not before the Dogs get a run on 2 hits, but they leave the bases loaded. And that ball is hit pretty well to left. Bernardini got underneath it for out number 1, and that was one of those times when that wind was blowing in and just knocked it down. Base hit right back up the middle. And Mitchell continues to have that good weekend. And the Wildcats, who trail by 4, have their first hit of the day.
You can sit on it. You can't go up and you were at bat and think, I'm going to sit on this changeup and have a shot at it. And that just makes that 67 now look 73.
Right.
Because the last thing you, no matter how hard you throw, if you don't have the accuracy and the ability to change speeds and put some spin on it, hitters will adjust. So this success she's having is from a variety of
Maddie
effects.
Clark gone on 3 pitches. Cats get their with Ella Wesolowski, easy for me to say. Pops it up to right. Plotz is under it. And there's one away. Bat with a 2-2 count. How about that spin?
How's some English?
That ball
It was foul.
came off the bat clearly in foul territory and then spun back into fair. To the second baseman, and Clark handles it. And that's one of the few 1, 2, 3 innings I can remember the Cats having all weekend. And how surprised would you be if she came with off speed on 1 and 2? Not at all.
I don't think anybody's surprised, but it still doesn't mean you can hit it. That's
Right.
that.
Just no way you can hold up on that one. And that is. And that 3-2 pitch got her. Wow. Hamilton strikes out swinging. Donaldson strikes. And the Bulldogs of Mississippi State very much wanting to be a part of that. And how about that? Emory Donaldson lays out with a diving catch. Since coming in 1 batter into the second. And there's a base hit, and that's Sacco's way of doing things. Ball got in the gap. I didn't think it was going to. And a 1-out double for Sacco. And there goes Barbary with a walk.
Langdon trying to make sure she's not.
To the left side, Hutchins barely gets the lead runner. Styles is safe at first. And Sacco scores the 5th run of the game for State.
Yeah, usually the bases loaded ground ball to the third baseman is worst case scenario, but it pulls away and.
And they ring her up. And that's the inning. State gets a run on a hit. Was talking about Chafin ahead in the count 1 and 2. That's what happens. Strikeout number 7. Right there to third, and Barbary perfectly positioned. And they're 2 away. Full count. Lifted to center. And played perfectly by Sacco. Nothing going for the Cats.
Middle innings, they got 1, but limited the damage for sure.
And first pitch hitting is Ellen Wesolowski. And it seemed like Reisner had to do a circle out there, but finally settled underneath it. Here with us yesterday. She's from there as well. She calls it New Pally.
It's a great program. They've won a ton of championships.
Yeah.
They've of home plate a little bit more.
And that ball on Reisner took a base hit away. Golly, what a weekend that Hull has had. Walked and flown out to center. Hit that one a ton. One hop off the wall and left. So Kiara Sells with the double to left. Kiani.
Keeping the count with the new pitcher is also important for her, for not just herself, but the hitters behind her.
And the off-speed pitch got her. And the inning is over. No runs.
And she's doing a great job continuing to make herself.
And Hallie Mitchell dives back into first.
But an excellent job right now in this at-bat.
Oh, and they say that time she did. It's a nice bunt. Boy, and I thought Wessel to go out of the zone here before she comes back with the off speed. That one was shot, and how about that diving stop by Edwards? Wow. From the batting average department. And that time she worked fall for a leadoff walk. There haven't been too many games this season. Mitchell has room, and there's one away. But they've not hit a homer this game, right?
From station to station and situational hitting. You know, working a sac fly, hitting behind a runner.
Boy, and they get the out at second. Ball in the dirt. It's contact. But Reisner did a great job, and now fly ball, and the inning is over. Cats able to get some things done defensively. Can they get the sticks going? And Hutchins first pitch hitting. And Sells takes it. With the exception of one swing, been able to keep Plotz and Blum just totally off guard. That is the popped her up to the right side. Styles has it, and nothing going for the.
They are a very valuable commodity for their team.
Blaine had a single back in the first. That accounted for 2 RBIs. And she goes down on strike. Second, 1 in the 4th. And that is right in the middle of the infield. And I'm not sure that was her ball, but I like the way Boy, that just missed. I did. This is unbelievable. She had one stolen from her earlier on a great defensive play. Hull is now 8 for 12 in the series. Got her swinging. Nothing going for the dog.
The outcome to show for it.
That one is a fly ball to right. Kiara Sells has it for out number 1. She is not issued a walk today. And she still hasn't. And the Dogs are just 1 out away. Right.
You know, you're just wanting to execute so much.
Yes, she did. A play she's had trouble with all day. They come back. And Raylan Chafin gets her 11th strikeout of the day. And Mississippi State wins its first series in Lexington since 2007. For Mississippi State, they had 5 runs on 6 hits, no errors. They left 10 runners on base. For Kentucky, no runs, 3 hits, 1 error, and they stranded 3. What an effort